Hello, I'm Michelle Sabasco from Governor State University, and today I'm with Kim Tutel, Chief Executive Officer from LEAP. Hi, Kim. Thanks for joining us today.
Hi, Michelle. Thank you.
So we brought Kim on today to talk about LEAP. LEAP provides our test preparation for GSU's LCSW test preparation. You can start this test prep anytime. And today, we'd just like to share a little bit of information about the program. So GSU's worked with LEAP now for a couple of years to offer our test prep program to our social work students. And our students have had a great deal of success. So Kim, we just wanted to share with those that are listening or watching just a little bit about LEAP and some of the differences between this test prep platform for the LCSW and others that we don't use.
Okay, perfect. So thank you, Michelle. So LEAP has been in business since 2003, so about 18, going on 19 years now. And we have helped approximately 65,000 social workers, worked with 100 different universities. We only specialize in social work, which is an enormous difference from other companies because many companies will be in multiple professions, marriage and family therapy, licensed professional counseling, psychology. And what happens is they don't have people who have taken the social work exam, oftentimes writing their materials, writing their practice questions. And unfortunately, we've even noticed on their products, they'll take the same content from one product, carry it over to another and another and another, and that content is not tested on the social work exam. So individuals are studying materials that are irrelevant in large part. And then the questions are very different, and the way the questions are worded is very different, and the strategy is different. So, the psychology exam, for example, is not like the social work exam at all, actually. So, they'll, of course, have some questions that are the same on diagnosing, but the framework is different, and most of the content is different. The other thing that separates us is how often we update our products. We do small batch print. And so each month we actually print a whole new batch of books. And that allows us to have some flexibility if an individual says, oh, I saw this question on the exam and I didn't know how to answer it. And if we haven't included that content in the book, we can go right in and add that. And usually it's not that we don't have the content, but perhaps we need to add more information or frame it in a different way so it's more easily recognized. So that gives us that flexibility. And we've been doing this for such a long time that fortunately we don't have that issue, but we want to have the flexibility in case we do want to add it or change it or throw in a new question. The other thing is that we have a very, very high pass rate, oftentimes 20 percentage points. I can speak. 20 percentage points above the national average. And as to my knowledge, I think we're the only company that actually has an independent company that tracks pass rates. And we've been doing that since 2003. So that's very, very nice in terms of our own credibility. We also have a wide variety of products, which we feel is very important because individuals have different learning styles and needs and timelines. So we have our printed study guide, for example, for each exam level, and that also includes practice questions with detailed rationale. We have online practice exams. We have a video course, which Governor State will be using, that is our most popular item, along with the study guide. That combination is very, very successful in terms of pass rates. And it's very succinct with the study guide. And so actually Governor State will be sharing with their students as a benefit the study plan. And so each day the students will know what to do, which would be another advantage of taking the course through the university. And we also have a DSM-5 summary guide, and we also have an audio course. And I just want to go back to the video course that Governor State's going to utilize. That course is most like our live classes, which we do as well. The advantage of the video course is that you can watch it an unlimited number of times for whatever duration you've signed up for. So Governor State has given their students a full month, and they can watch it over and over. And they can also listen on their smartphone, which is really incredible. You can be cleaning the house, at the gym, driving to work, whatever you're doing, and you can be listening and learning. That's really important because a lot of individuals, and I'm a great example of this, there's nothing that really makes up for that study guide because it's so comprehensive and you want to read it. But for me, I have to read in increments. And so that being able to listen or watch something really helps me. And it's more consistent with the way I learn. I like to have that variety and take a break also. And I'm a busy mom, so it helps. I can listen to it while I'm running to the store or doing what I need to do. I have a teenager, so I'm in the car a lot. Too much. So, so that's that kind of explains the product line, but also how that differs from other companies. And a few other things I'd like to say. One, our team is incredible, and we can go into that in a few minutes. But the other part of that is that we have real people answering the phone. We have social workers writing the content. We don't make you send an email. So you can actually call us. And if you need assistance, we're going to help you. Just, call during business hours. And we do even check our emails when our office is closed, because we know sometimes people are taking the exam the night before and they're just nervous and they just have a quick question. And so we want to be there for them as well.
That's so good to know. And actually, we do want to know a little bit more about the team at LEAD. Can you tell us a little bit more about the folks that developed the content for this?
Sure. Yep. So I'm extremely lucky to be able to work with the team that we have here. Obviously, there's me. I'm a part of the team. You're stuck with me. I'm one of the co-founders. I was also an NASW State Executive Director for 10 years, Executive Director of the Year. I'm one of the co-authors on all of our books and the editor for all of the books. I have been in mental health since the mid-90s, started on a UCLA program and just continued to go on and on through my career. The company was also started by Dr. Jana Mather, who was a dean of a university, and Dr. Susan Middleton, who was a faculty member and also state president for NASW. We also, on our presenter team, we have Dr. Kathy Wehrman, who is the most recent past president of the national NASW. I mean, just what an honor to have her on our team. And Dr. Brenda Cobble-Lindsay, who's a faculty member at the University of Illinois and just a beautiful, wonderful person as well. There's so many. Hold on. Dr. Kathy Delusky, she was the lead author on the DSM-5, a brilliant, absolutely brilliant woman, diagnosing guru. And Elise Hutchings, which actually was one of the co-founders in the 50s of the Utah NASW chapter. I think she's held every NASW position there is to hold, as well as Lifetime Achievement Award winner, and also a beautiful, beautiful spirit. They're all incredible. And Dr. Hansen, who is BSW program director at Marist College in New York, who's also does site accreditations for CSWE. So this is, it's kind of like, I hate to brag, but I will, the most amazing team you can possibly ever have. And a lot of companies out there are started by one individual who passed the exam. They feel that they're an expert, which is kind of analogous to me taking a physics class in college and getting a C and graduating and calling myself like the instructor, which is not the case. So this is just a phenomenal team, and I'm really, really honored to be a part of it.
Nice. That's so wonderful. I feel just so like I know all those people already. It's so great that they're all on your team. So we want to know, so you've got this wonderful, wonderful team. How many people have actually utilized this preparation service through LEAD? Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, so we know there's a minimum of 65,000. And of course we can't, if you share a book with a friend, we can't track, your friend and count them in that. That wouldn't be, scientific, I suppose. So these are the individuals that have come directly to LEAP or registered directly through a university to utilize LEAP. And we've had over 100 universities utilize our program and online exams, all sorts of things over the years. And so very honored to do that. It's hard to even guess. I mean, I'm sure it's over 100,000, but the ones that we've tracked are about 65,000.
Wow. That's a lot of people.
It's a lot of phone work.
Yeah. So we have an important question about what if that test changes?
Sure. And that's a really good question, because we do a lot of heavy work when the exam changes. A lot of companies will just put a new cover on their book, call it good. They'll call it the 2022 version or whatever the year is. And we, for example, on this last big update, three of us spent a full year, many, many, many hours together and individually writing, meeting, making sure that we had all the content that ASWB was saying that they were going to add. And it's a very intensive review process, because when they add something, let's say it's going to be, they're expanding diversity. This is what's happening for the upcoming change. That's not just one small subject. We have to understand what they mean when they say that. We have to get as much information from them as possible. We have to make sure that our content is all research-based, and it's also consistent with the curriculum from the guidelines from CSWE, because ASWB is using that CSWE information through their accreditation to make sure this is what they're covering, and then that test is really consistent. So fortunately, we have such an amazing team, and we have actual faculty members and program directors. So they're really, really connected to what that content needs to look like, which is such a differentiating factor between LEAP and the other companies. But it's a pretty involved process when we have to do that update. And, we sort of dread it, but we want to do a good job. So we dive in.
That's awesome. And so, I was kind of exploring that website as you do, right? And so I did see something about past assurance. What's that?
Right. Okay. So this is something we really want consumers to understand, students as well as alumni, community members. It's kind of misleading, some information on the internet regarding what they call pass guarantees. So the companies are not guaranteeing that you'll pass, and for some understandable reasons, you're not guaranteeing to them that you're going to study well, that you're not going to freak out in the exam room, and that's understandable, but we don't think they should call it a pass guarantee. Then they're not guaranteeing you'll pass. And what they're doing oftentimes is they're saying, you have to buy my most expensive program, and we have to be able to see that you went in and used it X number of times. And then you have to get your score to us within a certain time. And then we're only going to give you a partial refund, or then we'll only, partially extend your program. So we don't want to get into that. We feel like that's a game. So we call it pass assurance. It's basically saying we're not going to abandon you. So if you've taken the exam and you have the study guide, it's really easy for you. Okay, I'm going to go back in and I'm going to read the study guide. Maybe I only read it once, and there's a lot of content on the exam. So I realize now I really need to read that study guide twice. And so that's available to you. But what if you had an ebook? Then all of a sudden there's this fear, like now I have to spend all of this money again. Well, we don't want you to do that. We're not trying to make money off of you. We want you to pass. So once you've already purchased the material directly from LEAP, obviously if it was given to you for free, forget it. So this is our customer. If you've come to us and you've purchased something with an electronic subscription, like an ebook, an audio course electronically, or a video course electronically, all you need to do is send us a copy of the official document that says you did not pass. Send it to us within a month. We're not trying to rush you. Just send it to us within a month, and we will reactivate that for you for the duration you chose. So if you had a 3-month video, we're going to reactivate it. We're not going to say, okay, we'll give you another 48 hours. No, you get the same thing. You do not need to pay for it. Just be careful of that timeline, because we don't want to hear from you 2 years later, because that becomes suspicious. Then it's like if somebody takes the master exam and 2 years later they contact us, oh, I need this again. And then they're trying to get the clinical. We actually had somebody do that. Well, I need it again and for the next level up exam. So, ooh, unethical. So we want you to be ethical. We want to support you. We care about you. We want to see you succeed. The other thing is when you call us, if you want to call us and say, I didn't pass and I'm going to send this over, I'm probably, if I answer the phone or whomever answers the phone, because we all share that responsibility. It's really important to me as the CEO to instill a sense of responsibility in all of us and ownership. So if you get me or you get somebody else, another person who's qualified to do it, then we want to quickly review strategy with you. I want to make sure you feel comfortable with first, best, least likely, most likely, next. Those qualifying words can really throw people off. So if you're our customer, you can always call. We do answer the phone and we can clarify those things for you. And especially if you don't pass, that might be where you're getting stuck. So before we, get off the phone with you, we want to make sure you're comfortable.
Oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And that is an awesome service that you offer to students that have taken the class. And I'd just like to, let our Governor State University students know if you've taken this class and you need to reach out, you can reach out to me and I'll get you in touch with Kim. We do have this class coming up, this LCSW test preparation. We're actually running it as a start anytime. So you can start this course, this preparation course with us anytime. It covers all the modules. You're going to get about a month of unlimited access to that video Kim was talking about. You're going to get that ebook 4-month subscription. We really take good care of you guys. Make sure that you've got everything you need to pass that exam. The fee for the course is $285. And if you're interested in finding out more information, you can reach out to me. I'm Michelle at msebasco@govst.edu. You can also phone me at 708-235-3983, and I can answer any questions that you might have about the course. Thank you so much, Kim. We appreciate your time.
Michelle, I wanted to just add quickly, the school has made a nice offer to students if they wanted to purchase the printed book in addition to their ebook. There's an extremely low add-on cost to that, which is really a unique opportunity. And then the other thing I wanted to mention is the school has set up where you can not only put the video course on a larger laptop to watch, but you can also play it from your smartphone. So you are authorized on 2 devices that are registered to you. So that's a huge bonus. And then that goes along with the study plan that the school's offered. So.
Yeah, take it with you to the gym, right?
Yeah. That's right.
Thank you so much, Kim. We really appreciate your time. And again, please reach out to me. I'll put a slide up at the end with my contact information so you guys will be able to see that. Thanks, Kim.
Okay, thanks, Michelle. Take care.
You too.